Hey guys, how are you? I look a little rough today. Just came from playing a little bit of baseball with my boys, so you'll have to excuse me. But I didn't want to miss another Monday night with you, so I will just say hello and happy Monday. I'm happy to be here. I am happy that it is warm and finally summer, and the cicadas seem to be calming down. I'm here in Maryland, so just want to again say hey and happy Monday. I'm going to give folks a few minutes to get in here. I want to start broadcasting every Monday again. Every Monday at 9 o'clock is when I usually meet you guys. So, and if you hear some stomping, this is the last week of school. Actually, there's one more day. So if you hear or see a kid scamper by, then I'll just, ignore them. But I'm Dr. Carolyn, your board certified family physician, speaker, author, and career coach. I help medical professionals seek a life of financial stability, freedom, and flexibility. You can follow me on all social media outlets. That's DRTERRALON. And so share, because we're going to get into a topic tonight that I think a lot of people are contemplating, especially since we had a lot of time during the pandemic and people started to pivot. That was the magic word during the pandemic. And that is something that I started to think about when I was spending time with my boys today. Most of you know that I have 3 children, but today my daughter wanted to stay home, but the boys wanted to go out. And so we hit some baseballs, and that was really, really special to me because it made me think about the reason why I changed from a clinical career to a non-clinical career. Now, when I was growing up, all I wanted to do was be a doctor. And traditionally, when you think of being a doctor, you see patients all day, whether that's in a clinic setting or in the hospital. That's definitely what I wanted to do. But when I had a family, when I started having children, then my priorities shifted. And the way medicine is set up these days, especially depending on the field that you're in or the specialty, depending on the hospital system or depending on the region, just multiple factors. Many of you know that sometimes medicine is not always family friendly. And the more and more I left, that one little face, and then it became 2 little faces, and then it became 3 little faces, I felt the pull. And so my priorities changed. Now, don't get me wrong. I love people. I love taking care of people, but I love those 3 little faces, and they're growing up. So I don't know how long I can call them 3 little faces, but it became more and more important to me to be present for those precious little moments that I knew that I was missing at home. Those first steps, those first words, every little boo-boo, that all became very, very important to me. And so I began to think about how could I marry my love of taking care of people with that love of family. Now, why am I talking about that? And this is not just for me. So my topic today is what's keeping you from chasing your dream career. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because I saw a post from another doctor. And, the world has become very small with the internet, and a lot of us find our support online. And we have like many of you, you have your online chats, whether it's personal, you have these personal groups, but you also have professional groups. And it really tugged at my heart because I saw a doctor post how I've seen multiple posts about several doctors wanting to either leave medicine or pivot to jobs that will allow them to spend more time with their family. But there was one particular post this past week that really tugged at my heart. And I think that is transferable to anybody who wants to either change career or just change course or adjust or tweak just a little bit, such that it fits whatever your priority is at this time. And the question was, what is it right now that is keeping you, if you desire to leave medicine, or if you desire to leave your current job and change jobs right now, or chase another dream if medicine is not what you thought it would be, what's keeping you from doing that right now? What do you think the number one reason was? Anybody, and I want this to be interactive. What do you think the number one reason was that's just keeping people in jobs that they don't want to be in? And I know that there's a delay sometimes when I ask a question online between Facebook. Anybody, what do you think what keeps most people in their jobs? And let me just check. I have to check a couple of devices, guys. For many of you know, I broadcast on a couple of platforms. What keeps people in jobs that they don't want to be in? Anybody? So for most of you, if you don't know, the number one thing that keeps people in jobs that they don't want to be in is usually debt. So I don't know about you, but I don't want anyone taking care of me or simply working a job only because they feel like they can't afford to do anything else. And that really broke my heart, because we're in the business of caring for people. And not that every doctor is thinking, oh, I'm just here to pay my bills. No, I don't want you to think that. But certainly if they have their heart set on something else, you don't want someone crying in the parking lot just before they come in to take care of you. And I know that happens to a lot of people in a lot of professions, whether you're a professor or you're a nurse, or if you're a bank teller, and you dream, you have your heart set on something else. I want you to think about, seriously, what is it? What is your dream career? And what is it, if you're not doing what you absolutely dream about, what is it that keeps you from achieving that dream right now? What are the obstacles in your way? And list them. And I understand that you may not be able to move to that particular career tomorrow. But if you can identify those obstacles that are in your way, perhaps you can identify a plan to either remove those obstacles or identify a support system to help you figure out how to remove those obstacles or work around. Because I promise, no one wants to be miserable in a job for the rest of their lives. And so moving on from debt, the other thing that I saw that was another common theme that kept people in jobs that they didn't want to be in was just fear to move to something else. They've been doing this particular job for so long that they didn't know how to do anything else. So don't get so stuck that you are just afraid to try something else. That's not a good reason either, because, I think we also need to define what fear is. Is fear just the desire not to try something else and you just want to ride it out until retirement? Or is it truly that you are afraid to fail? And if there is a fear of failure, then it's about changing our belief system. And that may take some work. Mindset work is not easy, but I think we need to redefine fear. And the third thing is, I saw someone say, well, I'm just too old. Well, if we think that time is an issue, then that's another mindset issue as well, because I will tell you that another thing that I saw during the pandemic were septuagenarians and octogenarians graduating with their degrees, which also tells me that it's never too late to learn something new or to go back and to learn a new skill or to go back and finish a degree. So I want to be encouraging today. And I think if you are chasing a dream, or if there's something that you have your heart set on, what I think the first thing that you need to do is, one, identify what that is. Two, write down the obstacles that are keeping you from chasing that dream or from moving into that next step. And then figure out if these are truly obstacles that can be moved by yourself. Are they physical obstacles? Are they tangible obstacles that you can tackle on your own? Or if you need the support of family, friends, or someone in that particular industry or career field. Or do you actually need some mindset work? Do you need a coach, or do you need a therapist to help you move past what actually may be just all here? So I want to be encouraging, because I will tell you today, I'm certainly working towards, I'm not exactly where I want to be, but certainly 15 years ago, I loved what I was doing, but my oldest is 12 years old. And so 12, and then, then 10 years ago, I decided, I like this, but I love those little babies more. And so I need to do something that will accommodate both the thing that I love, the career that I love, but also the family that I love. And so, and it's okay to also reevaluate every few years as well, because they will need you either more or less at different stages. And that's the thing that I have learned at every few years, or at each new stage of their lives. And so I'm here to encourage you today, to one, identify what your dreams are, identify what you want to do, then identify those obstacles that are keeping you from achieving those dreams. So if it's money, if it's fear of failure, if it is just the need for more education, then I'm here to encourage you to just go for it, because the other way to think about it is to redefine what you see as success, because success is not always material things. To me, I had to define success as success to me is being able to come home and being satisfied that my children are well cared for, my children are that I'm spending enough time with them, and that they are well adapted and managing well. And so I think that's another way to do that, redefining success. So that's all I have for you today. And that little epiphany came when I was hitting baseball with my two little boys, because I now have a career that allows me to do that. I couldn't have said that more than 10 years ago, when I was running around taking care of patients, which I did love to do, but that was not as feasible as it is today. So I love you guys, and thanks for listening. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the chat. You can also send me a DM. I love hearing from you guys. And while I'm waiting and checking, I just want to say thank you for listening, for all of your support, for all the well wishes. And I have heard from the publisher My book is entitled "I Kissed Clinical Medicine Goodbye." I kissed clinical medicine goodbye, and it will be. The book launch will be next month, so keep looking for it. I am working on the pre-sales page. I'm very, very excited. So your girl is an author. I've been writing small articles, but this is my first big project, and I appreciate all of your support. So look out for that. There will be a book launch party next month. What else can I say? Thank you for being here. That's all I have. I will just sign off now if there are no other comments or questions. Thank you guys for being here. StreamYard is not actually letting me see who signed on. Let me see if Facebook is letting me see who joined. Let's see. I don't think so yet, but thank you guys for listening. And thank you if you're watching this on the replay. I really appreciate it. You guys have a great day. Again, this is Dr. Tara Lynn, your board certified family physician, speaker, author, and coach. I help medical professionals make pivotal changes so that they can live a life of flexibility and financial independence. You can follow me on all social media platforms. That's DrTerralon. Thank you guys, and I will see you next Monday, if not before. Bye.